I'm Alex,
And I'm Teddy.
And I'm Spencer.
and we are
The
Button
Mappers.
Hey, the Button Mappers.
Who's going next?
Should you go next or should I go next?
Why don't we both go next?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Because we did, for the first time in Button Mapper history, a co-op game talk game.
Ooh.
That's why we insisted on you going first, Teddy.
I noticed you guys were
so yeah.
playing Halo Infinite together.
Damn it! Fuck! You ruined it.
Spoilers.
Xbox ruined it with the mobile app. Continue.
So yeah, we in the spirit of Xbox, since it's Xbox month, we thought it'd be appropriate if we did a game over Xbox Live. And we were going to do Halo 2, but we had issues. Spencer didn't update his game. We only had a day to play. Thanks, Spencer. So we played Halo Infinite, the newest Halo game.
Now, I've never played a Halo game, so I'd be interested to hear how much if I should play one, should it be the latest one or should it be Halo 1?
Halo 1.
That was easy. I just want to see if people are nostalgic or the first one really improves on it. So
there's going to be a bit of a disconnect here, and we can kind of go back and forth on which parts we want to talk about. But together, me and Spencer played the online multiplayer, and then we experienced the campaign separately because it doesn't have co-op. So
Which is
That's
almost
weird.
a review in and of itself.
it's
Like that.
fucking lame, man. All of them
freaking
have had
bullshit.
co-op. 5 had co-op, right? I think.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
So-
we were like, let's play Infinite, and then the campaign didn't have co-op. And we were like, fuck, I guess we're playing online. So which is
why
fine.
would they
I'm not
add
gonna lie.
co-op? Why would they not add co-op? What was the reason for them not doing
I
that?
don't know. Maybe it's because the type of Halo Infinite, the campaign itself is different than the other ones. It's more of an open experience. I don't
It's
know.
an open worldy or
Yeah, kinda. So
okay, that could
maybe
explain
that's why.
then.
I still think it'll work, but maybe they don't.
I think it worked
think
better
it'll
with co-op.
Yeah. So we can jump in. Spencer, do you want to talk? Which part do you want to talk about first?
The multiplayer.
The multiplayer.
So there's a couple of cool modes on it, and you'll have to remind me the names of them. What's the one where it's 8-on-8?
Big team battle.
Big team battle. And you got a couple different modes there. You got capture the flag, the seed, collecting seeds, which is
Yeah, it's energy seed things.
energy seed things. And then, of course, Slayer, which apparently is a newer edition, but it's kind of puzzling that it wasn't the first edition because it's literally the simplest thing you can do is count how many kills you got. But and we would you get so nowadays with Halo, back in the day in Halo, you would just pick a mode and you would just play that. But with the advent of online and doing everything online, you can't really you would be so narrowed down into one mode of Halo that I don't think they like that. So they put a big roulette on what you're doing. And in this one, it's just you'll be playing big team battle. Okay, you pick that, and then it's you will play on this map, and it'll be this mode. And so you get whatever you get. Basically, you just like to shoot people. That's my thing. That's why I play Halo. I ignored any and all objectives and just tried to shoot as many people as I could. And it was fun. I had a good time with it. The big team battle is the maps are pretty big. I think they emphasize long range a little more than I would like, but in general, it was still a lot of fun. We've got vehicles. I don't want to get too into it about the new stuff, but I'll let Alex say what his opinion is.
Big Team Battle is so I've been playing Infinite since December when it came out, right? Or November? I forgot when the multiplayer came out, but whenever the multiplayer came out, I started playing it. I want to say it was the end of November, maybe, because it launched before the campaign. And I've mainly played the multiplayer for Halo Infinite. We'll talk about the campaign a little bit, and what bit I have experience with that. But Big Team Battle has been my biggest attraction because it is just this big open map with tons of players, and they usually give you when it first came out, the objectives were capture the flag, the one where you have to gather the energy seeds for your base, or there was ones where you have to take over different zones. And then
Yeah.
recently they added Slayer, which is like Spencer said, it's funny because why would that be there from the beginning? But but because like we were playing and like Spencer was like, did they have Slayer? I was like, I don't think that's on. I was like, you know, that like they didn't have it before. Whenever I played with Axel Wolf or Multo Master, then it's there now, which is just a ton of fun. Like that's the best mode in Big Team Battle is Slayer because it's just a all out chaos, you know, all over the map. But that was a ton of fun to play. Spencer mentioned earlier that he was playing online recently and saw some funny names. I'm guessing that's where you were talking about.
Yeah. Did we see like Delta, like Omega Delta Wolf or something?
Yeah, just like really cringe, like 2005 names.
I thought you were going to say Delta Burke. I was like, what?
Like these guys, and like half of them have probably had those gamer tags since like the original Xbox or like the 360. You know, like a Fly Guy 25 or something like that. So that was fun. We also found a different mode called Fiesta. First time I ever played this one, and I've gone back after Bane Sister played last week. I've gone back and played more of that mode on my own because it's just a super fun mode. So basically, it's a standard 4-on-4 battle, but they randomize everything. So it's a random map, and you get random weapons, and every time you die, you come back with different weapons. So it's like a roulette. You're either going to get something that's going to completely just fucking own the enemies, or you'll get like a pistol and a fucking like a belt or something in a weapon. I don't know, but like usually it's like I'll come back and I'm like, oh shit, I have a pistol and a sniper rifle. This is gonna suck. Or I come back and I'm like, I have an energy sword and a rocket launcher. This is gonna fucking roll. And it's just super fun to play that mode. Tons of chaos.
So the pistol, you mentioned a pistol. One thing I know about Halo is there's Master Chef, and then there's the pistol that you use.
Master Chief.
I know, that was a joke. I wanted somebody to catch it. Yeah, but you have
Master
the pistol. No, see, how big of a Halo fan are you there, Alex? But I know the pistol is like really good that you can charge and it shoots. Do they still have like the weapons from the first one, like the pistol that's really good that you charge and you shoot? Do they still have those aliens that go?
That's a
So
plasma pistol.
You're speaking of the plasma pistol, which
Yeah,
so there's an alien pistol and a regular pistol. The strat would have been to charge it and shoot it, and then shoot somebody with the pistol.
Yeah, that's what I know.
There's an issue with that, and it's one of my big complaints. So looking at this game, I'm trying not to be like the old man, like shouting at clouds.
Be the old man, because I look. We're in this as a team, Spencer, and I like this game. So if you want to veer the other way, be my guest.
I like this game. Let me put that out there. I do like it. It's just that it's different. And I'm trying to be like, okay, nothing wrong with being different, being new and taking it. So I'm a huge, like Halo 2 was my jam for like a good couple years. That was like we'd have LAN parties and play it. We got around and did it.
You and I played it last
we
year.
played. I had a blast playing. We should continue that. A lot has changed over the years. I think some of the things that are the same, or the TTK is the same. It's pretty similar.
What's TTK? I'm sorry. What's TTK?
TTK is time to kill.
Oh,
So
like time
in Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, it would be like it's like a second. It's like if somebody gets their sights on you and able to hit you in the right thing, you're pretty much dead. In Halo, you got a little more life. You got your shield, and you got your health. So there's a little more wiggle room, and I think I like that better because I don't like realism. I like the fantasy of Halo.
And Halo, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the first game that introduced regenerating health, right?
Oh, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you that.
Maybe
regenerating for shields or something. Go on. Sorry.
It probably popularized the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
It retains the speed and general feel of Halo, like as far as movement and gravity. There's grenades, so that might be it. One of the big things that's been removed is dual wielding. So you no longer dual wield in Halo, which was like Halo 2, I think, introduced that.
Yeah.
And to me, that is like signature Halo. And I love that idea of, do I pick two weapons or do I pick a single weapon that has, a special advantage? And when you can't use grenades if you're using dual wielding. So there's a lot of different things that go into play, and all of that just got erased, which to me is a little blasphemous. Also, it has more traditional zoom techniques. So like now the L trigger just like zooms forward so you can see better, which is more of your traditional shooter, Call of Duty style thing, which again, I don't play shooters. I'm not a fan of that necessarily. I get why they did it, but I also, to me personally, it's not a big fan. So that's my old man shouting at clouds. The game has changed. Also, there's more interaction with the world. You have a hook shot now, and you can hook onto things. Which at first what's that?
You have a hook shot. I was not expecting that. You're not even Breath of the Wild had a hook shot, and you're saying Halo has a hook shot?
Yeah, step up your game, Zelda. At first I didn't like it, but I got used to it, and I kind of like it now. So that's kind of neat. It changes the dynamics of battle quite a bit. Like you can change your location literally you point it and you hook somewhere else, and then now your location has changed, and the whole where you think things. You can also hook things, like you can hook explosves, so you can grab it and then throw it at things. Hook shields. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do that I was pretty impressed by. So that's my segment of I'm an old man, and this is not the Halo that I remember. I'll go ahead and pass it to Alex.
Speaking of Breath of the Wild, how much of the campaign did you play, Spencer?
Not a lot. I'm only in the first zone.
Yeah,
so a lot of updating. That's another thing, is that I had to do so much random updating every time I sat down to play. It was like, you need to update because there's a new patch. And then, you need to download the English version of this. Like, oh my God.
I've played the campaign up until a point. I've played the first bit of the opening game, like I guess the tutorial area where you're playing through the intro, then you get actually to like the open world. And I think it's why maybe the co-op isn't there yet. I don't know if they're going to add it eventually, but it is. I'm glad you mentioned Breath of the Wild, because that seems like the playbook they're going from is like, this is like a Halo Breath of the Wild style game. Like it's an open map,
so it is very open worldy.
Yeah, and they kind of like you basically like after the prologue, you start off and then
long ass
prologue, and the story I don't fucking care about. And his characters are like, "You're Master Chief," and blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then when I finally get to the world, they give you different like pinpoints of like, okay, you need to take over this base over here and this base over here. There are troops stranded in these 3 zones. Here's your other objectives and stuff. So they give you a large map of things to do, and then they just kind of push you out there and say, go do it. And I feel like that's what's really like new with this game, is the idea of like not having like a strict level per level campaign and just being an open experience. And maybe that's why they added stuff like the hook shot, where you can kind of like just climb things and stuff like that, to make it easier to traverse the world now. Not bad. I've been enjoying what I've played of the campaign. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. I'll probably just play some more multiplayer, but not bad. It's cool, but I just don't know if I really care that much.
So let me ask you, Alex. He said it's open worldy, more open worldy. Is it sometimes I get lost in open worlds? There's just too much going on that I can go and I never do much, or I lose track. Can you do that in this game? Is it like Breath of the Wild? There's too much of it, and I didn't know it was like I could go here and then
basically, from what I played, basically you're just doing whatever objectives are on the map. So you just look at the map and it'll have them pinpointed, and there's not like
you don't have to go like it's not like
you're
huge,
not collecting Korok seeds or going through.
Okay, I guess okay.
It's not as open world as the other experiences.
Okay, but it's just a little bit.
You still kind of see A to B. You still kind of have that, and but there's stuff along the way to do.
Okay. And that's the problem. I get distracted very easily, and I forget where I was going in the first place. So, like Breath of the Wild, I see something over here. I'm going this direction, and I get pulled off here. I like that, but I don't like it. I like to be focused on a game sometimes. And
that would be amazing.
A directive.
If Master Chief was like solving puzzles to get Korok seeds.
Master Chief getting a Korok seed.
Oh,
hey, you found me.
The big flaw of the campaign is oddly not the campaign itself. It's just that it's not co-op.
Yep.
That's
Like,
weird. Maybe because it's so
that-
big.
That to me is the biggest puzzle scratcher. Like,
There
you
has
have
to be a
have-
reason why they didn't do that. I don't know. It's maybe because it's open world, like Alex said. You guys said.
I have a theory that they launched it before it was ready, because they launched the multiplayer like a month before the campaign anyway. And then I feel like maybe they were scrapping. They're like, "Oh, the campaign is ready," and they were like, had like Play-Doh and they were slapping it together. And
Yeah, because didn't the multiplayer come out first and then the single player later, right?
Yeah. And like I said, in every other Halo game that I've played has had co-op. Has had a co-op campaign. For the most part.
That's
like maybe not like
that's strange.
not like fucking Halo Wars or whatever, but still like the main games. Teddy?
I'm gonna rapid fire you guys questions. You ready?
Yeah, rapid fire. Shoot.
Does it have
Which,
stickies?
wait, hold on. Which gun is it?
Oh, it's starting with
Go ahead.
grenades.
What?
Does it have stickies?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any kind of incentive for like winning?
Oh, we could talk about that. Oh my gosh. So there, so you get customization options and shit like that for playing the multiplayer. They kind of do a dirty thing though. They, whenever you win and like you finally level up your status, whatever, you're rank 4 now. They'll give you a free like customization option. It'll be like, you can now color your guy yellow, and then it'll show you another option. The other item is only available if you buy the battle pass.
Oh,
And granted, it's all customizable stuff, but it's still a dick move because they're like, see, if you had the battle pass, you could have got this cooler thing over here. It's like Spartan helmet, whatever. blah, blah, blah.
no.
It's like it's kind of a dirty move on their part to get you to buy the battle pass.
That puts me off ever wanting to play a game if they do that stuff. I hate that stuff.
All
Even though it's
cosmetic
optional.
stuff,
I know. It's just it's a feeling I get when I see that. I just get.
It used to be
Well,
unlockable. Yeah.
You know, I'm not opposed to it personally, because I know that they knew that nobody was going to buy this game. they're just going to play it off of
crazy.
Game Pass.
Well,
Oh,
the
man.
multiplayer is free anyway.
Okay,
Yeah, the
so you're saying they have to
multiplayer's
make their
free.
money. Yeah.
Terry's
So-
gonna argue with you
so
on that, but go ahead.
Yeah, they have to. There's literally no profit in the game itself. It is a free to play in that aspect. It is a free to play game. So there's really, they have to monetize it somehow.
Well, the
Yeah,
profit
I
is
didn't
that they
think about
get you
that.
on Game Pass to play it. How many people do you bet just get Game Pass just to play Halo?
No, you don't need Game Pass to play.
You don't need
multiplayer.
Game Pass to play the multiplayer.
can just
Just
download
it.
Xbox Live.
No, but
you do
to play
need Xbox
Infinite.
Live.
Can you
point
buy
is
an
that
actual
many
physical?
people are probably getting Game Pass just to play Halo Infinite.
Oh yeah.
But the
And-
multiplayer, you don't need Game Pass.
But you need gold.
Yeah, you just need
Yeah,
Xbox
so
Live.
you're spending $15 a month, and people will probably play this for more than a couple months. I imagine that a lot of people are just playing, like continuously spending on the Game Pass just to play Halo Infinite. Or
So
Halo.
you can only get this game on Game Pass?
No,
You can't like go to a store and buy it? Okay.
But why would you buy it if you already have to pay for gold to play on?
Why- I don't know.
And that
You
the
can
main
buy
selling
the-
point is the multiplayer.
I believe you can buy the campaign.
But exactly,
Right,
why would
Alex?
you do that if what
Yeah.
you're saying is that the
So-
campaign's shit, or that it's
Yeah,
like
so
not
they-
co-op.
I don't think it's shit though. I don't.
But
I mean,
it's-
besides the
it's
co-op
shit
part.
because it has no co-op, which you can already do
It has no
Halo
co-op.
1 back in which is way back in the days with co-op. So I mean that kind of makes it inferior to like every other Halo
But-
game.
But yeah, they split it up. I think they were smart on that front because they were like, okay, the multiplayer is free to play. You can download it for free, and we'll just do the battle pass thing for the cosmetics. Fine. And then they were like, oh, then you can buy the campaign or play the campaign on Game Pass.
Mhm.
So kind of a smart move on their front because they were like, well, people care about the multiplayer, so we'll do that.
I
one for
was,
free.
I was screaming that they should have been doing this way back in like the last generation.
Oh,
I'm
Halo
surprised
5,
they
yeah.
didn't.
Nobody gave a shit about Halo 5 because it was like,
Yeah, just make it free to play, like, and then everyone will love it. I don't know why that was so hard for them to understand, but
So
I didn't, and
still
nobody gives a shit.
I have more.
Oh, go ahead.
When you guys played online, did you just stay in like party chat or did you talk with other people?
party chat. I'm not talking to people.
Yeah, we didn't talk to people.
Oh, okay.
Fuck that.
How are the maps for online multiplayer? Memorable, not memorable.
Oh, okay. So there's an issue with Big Battle. So we mainly did Big Battle, and then we did some of the Fiesta mode. The Big Battle. The issue with the maps is that they're all big and green,
Yeah.
so they're kind of unmemorable on that front. But like, I kind of get it because they have to house so many players at once, so they wanted a big map. So maybe they have to be like big outdoor maps. I'm sure there's a workaround for that, but they don't have it. But the maps that we played in Fiesta mode are good. Like there were some really cool maps that we played. There's like one that's like a space station with like a rocket. There's one that's like a deserty area that I've played that one a few times before. With like that's like a big like a central building and then like a desert surrounding it and stuff. There are some pretty cool maps that I think are pretty memorable. Is it as memorable as some of the Halo 2 or 3 maps? I don't think so. I
did not find a lockout yet.
Yeah, I see. I recently went back to play the multiplayer on the Master Chief Collection, and it's so funny on that one because you can pick whatever maps you want, and that has Halo 1 through 4 plus like ODST and Reach or whatever, and everybody wants to play the Halo 3 maps on that game. So I think maybe they've hit their prime with the maps. I don't think Infinite has any maps that I'm like, yes, that one. I'm just like, oh, that's cool.
They've been doing shady stuff with the DLC maps since Halo 2, where if you didn't buy DLC maps, it would lock you out of the next game. So like that same thing they're doing with like the customizable thing, I think it used to be more offensive back in the day. They don't do anything like that, do they?
No, like I said, now it's all cosmetics. It's like if you want the samurai armor, you're gonna have to buy the battle pass. It's like, oh well, I don't really care. So,
okay.
No, everything else is good. So
I didn't understand the roulette bit. What can you explain that? It's like the maps are chosen through roulette or the mode.
It's the roulette is digital. There's no, you don't see it. It's just I'm just explaining the mechanism for how
roulette.
they do it.
What gets put in roulette?
Can't choose what map.
No. It's. I'm just saying that the roulette is a mechanism. It's not something you see or take part in. It's just that's how the system chooses. It just randomizes a level for you.
The level, okay, but not the mode. You could still pick Slayer
and the mode.
Do Slayer. No, you don't get to.
It randomizes the mode.
But then,
too.
how did you actually do Big Battle?
Big Team Battle has
Big Team Battle is the mode.
Big Team Battle is a mode, and then within Big Team Battle, there's different game types like Capture the Flag, Zones, the Power Seeds, and Slayer, and then those get cycled. So Big Team Battle is one mode, and then there's modes within Big Team Battle. So because you can do Big Team Battle, you can do ranked, you can do I think like whatever deathmatch, you can do Fiesta mode, and then within those game modes, the different objectives get randomized.
Yeah.
Did you like that or no?
I didn't mind it for Big Team.
For Big Team, I think you should be able to pick at least I don't care about the map so much, but I don't really like the seed one specifically. Didn't care for it. Didn't really understand it. I would really honestly just pick Slayer.
You pick up a seed, you take it back to the base, Spencer.
Oh, it's Capture the Flag.
Well, there's also Capture the Flag.
Like 5 small flags.
Wait, there's 2 Capture the Flag modes?
Yeah, so
it's like a Capture the Flag or like 5 flags.
Yeah, so the seed mode, you have to get like 5 seeds to your base to score. Capture the flag.
Okay.
You have 1 flag. So basically, it's like if you took the flag and chopped it up into 5 pieces. You said, okay, you get all 5 pieces now.
One more flag and it'd be an amusement park.
6 of them to be correct.
Yeah, I would just pick Slayer every time. So I personally think you should be able to pick that stuff.
I would just pick Fiesta because Fiesta is so much fun.
Let's go.
And you play.
Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. You play as the chef, right?
Yeah, you cook.
It's you cook up some mayhem.
Because I know some of them you don't play as him, so I know the other.
Spencer played Overcooked together. That's what we did.
Right. That's multiplayer, battle royale, campaign.
That's
do you think if they reverse engineered co-op in, it would still work, or is it just built for single player right now?
Oh, co-op would be phenomenal.
Yeah, maybe not like they couldn't. I don't think maybe they could do local as well, but online co-op definitely could work with this title. I think maybe they were like, oh, it's an open world game, so whatever. We're not gonna try, but I think they could do it, and I think it'd be a phenomenal time because the way you could approach objectives could be like enhanced greatly with co-op because like I said, it'll be like Cortana's like, hey, you got a base over here you need to get, and then there's like a camp with survivors you need to rescue that have been captured. So like with co-op, it could be enhanced greatly by being able to approach the situations with different tactics. Being like, you take that side, I'll take this side, and whatever.
I can't believe I'm going to actually do this, but it almost reminds me of a concept. I don't know if it executed that well from what I played, but of Ghost Recon, the newer Ghost Recons from Ubisoft.
Don't stop.
It reminds me of those in concept, where it's like you take your friends and you're able to do it. Now, Ghost Recon had its issues, but I think with Halo Infinite, it could take that concept and really run with it and do something great. But they don't do it. They just,
I have the last Ghost Recon. I haven't played it yet. I forget what it's called. Fucking who cares? But Wildlands.
But who cares?
That's a new name. That's an interesting name.
Ghost Recon. Who gives a shit? But I seriously forgot what it's called. Breakpoint, I think maybe.
I think it's Breakpoint or something.
Yeah. But Wildlands. Whenever Wildlands came out, I was a huge Ghost Recon fan. So whenever Wildlands came out, I was like, "It's gonna be amazing." And Jesus, what a disappointment of a game.
Great concept though.
Amazing. It should have worked greatly. I was like, this is a genius idea because like those games are already like tactical, and you're going to add like an open world element to that. Like, it's fantastic. It'd be great. No, it was stupid. It was basically like, what if Ghost Recon was GTA?
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I wanted.
Not what anyone wanted. I don't know why you did that.
On that note, do you feel Halo Infinite is too Call of Duty-fied?
Call of Duty-fied.
Or is it like does it feel like its own thing, or does it feel like it's too much of a clone of some other stuff?
Does it still feel like Halo?
I feel like ever since it's hard to pinpoint where, but maybe ever since Halo Reach, they've been like battling to find their identity because they kind of had it with Halo 1 through 3, then they were like, then like I don't know, whatever. So Halo Reach through like Halo 5, I felt are just lacking identity. So maybe this game is trying to focus in a little more with like what's popular and trying to establish a new fan base. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, the old man in me is like, I just want to play Halo 2. So why can't it just play like Halo 2? Like, keep the open world concept, but play like Halo 2. That's what my old man wants. But I mean, it plays a little more like Call of Duty. I guess it's not bad. The game plays fine. Once you get used to it, it plays fine enough.
That's funny because I think I feel your same nostalgia. I used when I first got on Xbox Live, like that was my thing, like Halo 2 or Call of Duty 2 or things like that. But those had a time and place where those were like the hot topic. Nowadays, it's like Fortnite and Minecraft. Like, I mean, maybe Halo Infinite is trying to do that, and it just didn't. I don't think it did that.
Yeah,
I was chuckling to myself. I was thinking, like, I'm surprised they didn't include crafting in this Halo.
Is
there a battle royale?
It's funny though because I feel like they could still get away with the old school Halo. Like I said, me and Spencer played through like half of the campaign for Halo 2 last year, and it was still a phenomenal experience. Like, it was still super fun.
It was phenomenal, but some of it was very dated. Like some of the mechanics and how the level progression worked was.
Oh yeah, me and Alex did Halo 1 in the cabins. Yeah, I remember that. There was a level we were just driving around in the Warthog for an hour.
But it's still fun, and like it's still super fun to play. Like if you have the Master Chief Collection, which is a great package. Like you can get there's tons of fun to be had with those the first 3 titles. I feel like maybe they went so far with like trying to chase what was current that now that they lack their original identity. So I feel like if they did go back and be like, this is like Halo 2, people would love it. People would flock to it.
Yeah, Dragon Quest syndrome. Keep it going. Keep their identity strong. Like, stick with the classic formula.
Yeah, does it still feel fun to play? Like shoot in a shooter, you want to shoot a gun and it feels good, and you hit an enemy and it feels good.
I think it feels
so. That's
great.
they have to nail that in a shooter, and if they fail that, that's at least good, right?
Yeah. And to what you're saying, I actually think I like Battle Royale. I like that concept. And I think a lot of games do it well, and I like seeing everybody's different take on it. I think it would work great for Halo Infinite. I'm surprised it's not in it.
Last question, was
And this is-
Multimaster right?
No, it's not better than No More Heroes 3.
What did Multimaster say?
Oh, he just said it was Game of the Year before it came out.
Yeah, he.
Oh
picked
no,
that-
it's
yeah,
definitely not.
He picked that as Game of the Year before he even played it, and then got mad at me when I told him he couldn't pick it, and then made me out to be the villain on the show.
Well, you are the villain, to be fair.
That's true.
Did you know that?
Tore my
Oh,
Ah.
I remember that. You said, yeah, he picked you out. He threw you under the bus on your own damn show.
It
Or
was
something.
like he was like, my Game of the Year is Bug Fables, because Turbo said I couldn't do Halo. It was like a little kid, like, yeah, I'm sorry, my mom said I can't come out and play, so I'm gonna have to go back inside. And no, not Game of
Malta,
the Year. Game
Malta
of the
gives me-
month, maybe.
Game of the week.
Game of
Okay.
the week.
That's the title.
Forza Horizon 5 is better.
Game of Sunday.
Does it still have the which one, Spencer? You said the second's your favorite. Didn't that introduce the blade or whatever, that weapon?
Energy Sword.
The-
Oh man, yeah,
It still have that?
Energy Sword. Oh god, yeah. If you trust me, people on multiplayer, make sure you know they have that. Even though
The
that's my
crouching
favorite.
thing is still there. People still crouch on your corpse.
My favorite was the
Teabag.
the Hamel.
The Hamel.
The big Hamel.
Are you saying hammer?
Halo, yeah.
Yeah. It was like every time you get the Hamel, it would be like, it's the Hamel.
The Hamel?
It's a big Hamel.
It's weird.
Sounds
yeah, there's a
weird.
big hammer.
I missed out on that whole Halo phenomenon. That's much like Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just.
Eddie, you got any more
Just
rapid
like
fire
Pokemon.
questions for us?
No further questions.
Well, would this be the first? I guess whatever you clip this will be like the first like long fucking co-op review we ever done.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.